Jesus freak here. So, 4 days ago, my dad turned 87. And I'm going to mention that for one reason. I've had a few nonagenarians in my family, though, my dad outlived both his younger brothers, and my grandmother, who was his mother, barely made it to 75. One might say, well, you got a lot of people didn't make it very long close to you and your family. To which I'd say, I think a big part of it was that they didn't really care for themselves. I get the feeling, at least my one uncle that I lived with for 5 years is like, he just coasted through life, didn't really do much actual living, if you know what I mean. And when my grandfather died, my grandmother seems to have given up on life. She only lasted a few years after that. But I get the feeling she was like, no. I bring that up because it's where both my dad and I seem to differ. And from what I can tell, my life isn't all that different. Apart from, he still works at his age. And here I am just, sitting around collecting disability checks. So long as they last, at least. As it happens, had to reply to an automated text about an appointment. Anyway, as it happens, I do what I can to take care of myself. Yeah, I don't go out of the way, pump weights or whatever. That's, first of all, that's just not me. And second of all, I don't really have the stamina for that because of my heart. Well, as it may be, today, I ain't going around, I ain't going out because I have any reason to.
Berry Avenue.
I don't have to buy anything. Like, I'm stocked for groceries for the near future. And after cleaning up the kitchen, it's like, I got more than I thought I did. So, but I figured, it's relatively warm out. I got nothing better to do. So why not? It is a bit cloudy. I don't really care. But this is the thing. You know, it's a little over a click. It's about 2/3 of a mile from my place to the grocery store. That's a decent walk there and back. Even if I were to find some other way back, it's still, it's a decent walk there. Today I'd be walking both ways. Don't got the money for a cab. So, get a little exercise. It's not enough to burn myself out. It's not, trying to push my body or anything. I did that last night when I hauled 11 bags of trash. I ain't bragging. That's not a good thing that I had that much. But it's because I got problems. And I'm trying to, own them, deal with them. Anyway, sign off because I don't got nothing left to say. Jesus freak out.